Okay, so the Eagles just got some great news. Dallas Goedert and A.J. Brown both back at practice. However, several other key starters are not practicing, including Jalen Hurts. But that's not all. The coaching staff has been impressed with Jalyx and said his role will be increasing, but whose role decreases? We also talk about Vic Fangio hinting that Sidney Brown's special team work could earn him some snaps on defense. While it's only week 10, the Philadelphia Eagles are the only team in the NFL that can claim this. What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. If you rock with the content, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that bell so you don't miss the videos. So Kelly Green Week is officially over, and we won't see it again until week 17 when we play who? The Dallas Cowboys, which I thought prior to the season that game would mean something. However, 9 weeks into the season, Cowboys sitting at 3-5, it don't look like week 17 is going to mean anything. Unless the Cowboys beat us in Dallas week 10 and it somehow catapults their season, they are cooked. And I know it's any given Sunday, but for the Cowboys to beat the Eagles, it's going to take a miracle. I mean, Dak Prescott said it himself. We bleeping suck. Once again, I'm not a professional lip reader, but this is obviously what he's saying. As for the Philadelphia Eagles, we're a good football team, sitting at 6-2, but 4-0 since the bye week. And look at our running back, NFC Offensive Player of the Week for the third time. But let's put it in perspective. Brandon Lee Gowden said Saquon Barkley and Mike Vick in 2010 are the only Eagles to win NFC Offensive Player of the Week 3 times in one season. But here's the big difference. Saquon Barkley still got 9 more football games to get 1 more, and then he'll have the most in Eagles history. But it gets even deeper. Saquon Barkley NFC Offensive Player of the Week awards with the Giants. 3 in 74 games played. Now, Saquon Barkley NFC Offensive Player of the Awards with the Eagles. 3 in only 8 games played. Everybody knew that Saquon Barkley was a monster, but he's taking it to the next level with the Eagles because we're a good football team. Let's stay with the offense and talk about QB1 Jalen Hurts. He hasn't won no NFC Offensive Player of the Week awards, but James Nagel, NFL, said players in NFL history in a 4-game span with 70% completion percentage, 1,000+ yards, 12+ touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and 0 fumbles. Only 4 to do it. Eagles Jalen Hurts, Patriots Tom Brady, Saints Drew Brees, and Packers Aaron Rodgers twice. Again, I love 2022 Jalen Hurts, but are we starting to see even a better version of Jalen Hurts right in front of our eyes? Some people won't like that stat because they're going to say he didn't do it all passing. Yeah, Jalen Hurts gets to them statistics differently than Tom Brady, Drew Brees, and Aaron Rodgers, but the dude just wins football games, is clutch, and when you need a play, he's there to make it. But let's not act like he can't throw the ball. That needs to stop. And now for the cherry on top, I'm talking the entire Philadelphia Eagles team, offensively and defensively. John Clark tweeted yesterday, the Eagles are the only team in the NFL to rank top 6 in offense and defense. The Eagles are giving up the fewest points in the NFL during this 4-game winning streak, 11 points a game, and they have the most sacks, 16. I know, the schedule wasn't that hard, and why did we play the Browns close and the Jags close? But people are forgetting we blew out the Bengals and the Giants, and to be top 6 offensively and defensively through 4 games, no matter the opponent, ain't easy. And of course, we got to clean things up on offense consistency-wise. But look at the defense over this stretch, right? Eagles special teams allowed the Browns back in that game. Eagles offense allowed the Jags back in that game with the referee's help. But again, the defense has been 100% solid, and you got to credit Fangio just really making some beautiful calls. Last week versus the Jags, we were the youngest defense in Eagles history because Slay missed and Isaiah Rodgers filled in for him, so everybody on the field was 27 or under. Listen on his take of the young defense.
I don't see it as an age thing or an experience thing. I see it as a production thing. Who can play the best? And we put them out there regardless. So, yeah, I mean, would you like experienced guys right in the middle of the prime of their career, 11 of those? Yeah, sure you would. But in today's day and age, that's not going to happen very often. But we're not afraid to play young players. I never have been, never will be. So as long as they can do their job.
Now, before we get into more on the defense via Fangio, plus break down some tape versus the Jags, we also get an update on Bryce Huff, plus hear that Jalyx Hunt is doing something to earn him more PT. Let's hear a word from our sponsor. Looking to up your game in sports betting? Meet OddsJam, your ultimate ally in the world of data-driven wagering. With over 260 sports books under its belt, OddsJam is the go-to platform for savvy bettors. Here's how it works. OddsJam arbitrage tool scans the market in real time, spotting differences in betting lines across various sports books. This means you can lock in a risk-free profit by betting on both sides of the market. But that's not all. OddsJam also provides a positive EV calculator to optimize your bets and a handy bet tracker to monitor your profits. By using OddsJam, you're not just betting smarter, you're betting responsibly for long-term profitability. And here's the kicker. They offer a 7-day free trial. Ready to give it a shot? Click the link in the description and or the pinned comment section. Use code PhillyMike for a 35% discount on your first payment, either month or year. Secure your bets with confidence. Make informed decisions with OddsJam. So the Eagles got some great news via today's practice. Both A.J. Brown and Dallas Goedert, helmets on, and are practicing. But not only is A.J. practicing, look at him run this slant. His knee is looking real good. So glad he avoided anything serious. As for the offensive line, Cam Jurgens, Mekhi Becton, and Fred Johnson all missing practice. Again, it's only Wednesday, and I do believe Cam Jurgens and Mekhi Becton are more like rest. But Fred Johnson is out here wearing a new brace, so we'll see his status going forward. Tim McManus tweeted, something to keep an eye on. Jalen Hurts came out a little late to practice, worked with the trainers during warm-ups, and to this point, he has not taken a rep during individual drills. Now, this video will be done before we hear from Jalen Hurts today, but we will hear from him. So I'll update you in the comment section, or y'all can update me. As for Slay, he's back, and Saquon Barkley, no helmet. Same with Devontae Smith, but they can also be getting rest. And again, we're only talking Wednesday. Thursday's practice is more important, and Friday's practice pretty much is the end-all be-all. As for Bryce Huff, his wrist is still wrapped up, but he is participating in practice. Zach Berman tweeted that Nick Sirianni said Bryce Huff is still in the mix with the other pass rushers. Eagles will continue to rotate. He also said, out of nowhere, Jalyx Hunt has impressed in practice and could soon earn a role too. Interesting. Nobody asked about Jalyx Hunt. Nick Sirianni volunteered that, so he really must be showing out via practice. Fangio didn't say nothing, but Nick Sirianni talking about he can have a role in the rotation sooner rather than later. Is it Jalyx Hunt being real good or Eagles losing faith in Bryce Huff? I don't know. You let me know. But it's good to know that the youngster might be ready. Now let's look at this play via Fran Duffy of Zack Baun. Love the pick, love the tackles for loss, but look at him in coverage.
Zack Baun had his best game yet in Eagles green on Sunday against Jacksonville, and it started from the jump. Very first play of the game, Jacksonville is under center here, 12 personnel. It's going to be a play-action throw. And you can see the linebackers, they start at the 34-yard line, so keep that in mind, all right? The Eagles in a too-high shell look, but they're going to rotate out of this and get into cover 3. And the Jaguars are running a 3-level stretch where you've got the high corner, you've got the intermediate sail route, and you've got that flat route. 3-level stretch. You've got 2 defenders, the outside corner and the buzz player, that curl flat player, that's Cooper DeJean in the flat. Typically, those 3 routes, they're going to just stretch those guys out, and you're going to hit that intermediate sail route to Evan Ingram. That is a money play for Doug Peterson, always has been. And look at the job that Zack Baun does here on this play, because he's going to keep sinking with this. He did not bite on the play action fake whatsoever, gets great depth here against this sail route. So now he's almost 10 yards down the field. He keeps sinking, goes right into the pass lane and ends up making a phenomenal play 20 yards downfield, a leaping PBU on the first play of the game. That's big time from Zack Baun.
Listen what he said about the interception and the Kobe Dean.
Yeah, we were in a zone. I think their running back thought I had him man, so he broke in a good option route by him. And then I kind of I don't know if I smiled, but because I knew Nakobe was right there. Nakobe made a great break on the ball. QB had to throw it behind him, and Nakobe stuck him, and I just hustled to the ball after that.
Dude's playing light out, not just him, but the linebacker tandem. As for Cindy Brown, who forced a fumble on special teams, listen to his thoughts on just playing after the ACL.
Yeah, I think we preached the turnover battle all week, and you look at that play, Braden had a great punt, I just took my shot, and that's what happened. So I owe it to him for putting the ball in the right place. Okay. I owe it to Braden for putting it in the right spot, and obviously Tyler Brown coaching us up and making sure that we're ready to go when the game day comes around. So all up to them.
I gotta imagine a play like that, with the torn ACL, and to make a major play like that, do you catch yourself getting emotional in that moment, or too much passion in the moment?
No, I kind of expect myself to make plays like that. I kind of put the ACL in the past, and I just focus on what I can do in the present. And I just take it week by week. The ACL is now behind me, and just focus on what I can do week to week to get better, build my role, earn trust and respect from my coaches. And when you go out there and do stuff like that, that's how you do it.
You hear them hyping him up, and he's ready to put the ACL behind him. Fangio was asked about watching people on special teams and realizing, could they play in the game?
Yeah, I think for inside linebackers and safeties, if they're not good special teams players, they're probably not going to be good inside linebackers or safeties either. Navarro Bowman, his rookie year, which I wasn't there with him, didn't play any defense, but tore it up in special teams. And then the next year, when I got there, he started tearing it up on defense.
I expect sooner rather than later, Sidney role starts to expand. Maybe not starting, maybe not getting a lot of PT, but playing maybe big nickels, certain packages, because Avonte Maddox came on the field for one snap and got a pass interference. Maybe Sidney Brown starts taking some of his snaps in big nickel, big dime, whatever. Now quickly back to the offense for a second. We know A.J. Brown is feeling better, but Jahan Dotson still feels confident if he needs to play or if he gets opportunities, he can make it.
Ball's in the air, go get it, make a play. I was just telling him that, people tend to forget that, I was first round pick, that I can make plays. It's just because I'm the third receiver in this offense. I don't get a lot of opportunities, so I got to make the most of them when they come. But I have the ultimate confidence in myself when the ball's in the air that I'm going to come down with it. I'm going to make a play, and that's what I did.
Lastly, listen to Cooper DeJean talk about the 4th-and-1 stop, the second of the season, but listen who he credits. BG put him on.
He told me, there's no way they're running this ball. As soon as, they kind of made a check, alerted it. Tight end started leaning a little bit. It was 17, so he's more their receiving tight end. He's not in there to block most of the time. So just kind of feeling that. Taking all the keys in from BG, and then just finding my way through the traffic.
With all that being said, I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. Like I said, we will hear more from Jalen Hurts and some of the players via today's press conference. That will be in tomorrow's video. But hopefully, everybody who's resting is just resting. Great news on AJ and Goddard, and hopefully, everything is good with Jalen Hurts. If you hear something before I update it in the comment section, let me know. Also, comment your thoughts on everything we talked about. I love hearing from y'all. Go check out OddsJam. Again, if you're a big bettor or want to start making sure you get risk-free bets, the payouts won't be dramatically big, but consistency, you can make so much money. Until next time, you know what time it is. We out.